Well, I saw that in 2000. I thought, what the hell is that? Who are this pair of jokers? Well, they're here with me now. Bell and Spurling, Martin and John. Welcome to Talking.
Cheers.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
What have I got of vodka? I would have had a pint of Guinness.
But you used to drink...
You're making me look like
John used to drink scotch.
Did he?
And,
I did.
And then you had to sort of...
Well, I had to give it up.
You had to give it up, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Because you was in... Well, most of your royalties went to the Priory, didn't it?
They did.
That was the great Tommy Cooper joke, wasn't it? I'm on a special whiskey dart. I've lost 3 days already. Now, you guys burst onto the scene with that very amusing song. But before that...
A very non-PC song.
Very non-PC. Yeah. No, well, absolutely. These days. And I mean, before that, money, you were working at Goldman Sachs, of all places.
I did, yeah. I left school and worked... Strangely enough, me and John were in rival bands when we were like 16, 17.
Well, we were teenagers, yeah.
And I worked at Goldman Sachs. God knows how. My brother got me a job in there and I didn't know what I was doing. I'm going to be honest with you.
You should have stayed there.
I should have stayed. I should have stayed. I had a much better life. But I worked there and then I got a deal with Mickey Most, which was, which was the Simon Cowell of the day.
Yeah.
And I sort of remember phoning my dad up and saying, look, I've got this deal with Mickey Most. I don't want to do this city job anymore. I want to be a singer. And actually, it was one day he had off work and he said, yeah, go on, come on, we'll sort of sort you out, you'll be all right. And here I am, I'm still doing it. I should have stayed at Goldman Sachs.
You should have played
all right.
Stayed there.
I mean, you guys did that and sort of hit fame. And I mean, you finished up on top of the pops.
Twice, yeah. We had Sven, and then a few months later, Golden Balls about David Beckham.
About David Beckham.
Yeah.
But because we'd written Sven, we always felt like we were like the cheeky chappies, and it was a bit of a... Not Chaz and Dave. So, I mean, Chaz and Dave were fantastic.
We were always compared to Chaz and Dave.
Yeah.
It wasn't really... We weren't... I mean, we couldn't play as many instruments as Chaz and Dave.
No, I mean, they were great musicians.
But
I think we tried to go back to Warner Brothers and say to them, look, we're serious singers. We were proper... So we wrote Golden Balls as like a big Sinatra-type song. And it was only Tarrant started playing it, and Warner Brothers hadn't even heard it. And then Warner Brothers phoned up and said, someone just said it's actually you singing. We said, we've been telling you that for the last 18 months. So it was lucky for us. We had, 2 hits with 2 football songs.
But it's opened up doors for you in the most extraordinary way. And one of the ones I want to investigate is your period at Love Sport Radio.
Now, great.
He had a slightly longer period.
Now, this was Love Sport. For those that don't know, Love Sport Radio was run by a man who is quite a regular guest, actually, on this programme. A certain Kelvin Mackenzie.
Yes.
What was it like working for Kelvin Mackenzie?
Well, he had a great time. I got sacked. Well, the reason I got sacked was one day he called me into the office and he went, now, I've heard a rumour, he said, that you know nothing about sport. He said, what the hell are you doing working on a Love Sport Radio? I said, well, I'm trying to come. A couple of months later, I was sacked.
Yeah. Were you? That was that.
But he sacked everyone around me.
He did say...
I was the last man. Myself and Patrick Christie's were the last... last people.
You closed the radio.
We closed the radio.
They closed it. In fact, I remember Kelvin once saying to me, I love sacking people.
Well, he was,
Kelvin.
He was the tyrant of Fleet Street, wasn't he? And obviously,
I didn't listen.
He relished it.
Yeah.
But what you've done with your fame with all of this, and you wrote a nice little ditty about me that we played a few weeks ago.
Yes.
But it's kind of the corporate world now, is it? Is this where it's at now?
I mean, a lot of strangely enough, we were sort of saying that our royalties for these songs, we were lucky.
Dried up a bit.
They dried up around about 2008, 2009 because of the download market and the file sharing. So we found ourselves doing more gigs than ever, and to earn the same money that you were getting, a few years previous. But now the corporate world, really, I mean, we've just done the World Cup. We went out and we was meant to go to Qatar to do it. And then we was offered the gig to do it in Dubai, which is a fantastic place.
Full of expats.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I didn't think that I was going to like Dubai, and I love it there. He loved it. I really did. I love it. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah. But we played this arena called the Phileas Fogg Arena, and it was just so good because you could have a drink and you could have a party. Whereas if we went to Qatar, we were going to be limited on what we could do and how much we could sing. But there we could do all the soul tracks, and then we could do the football songs as well. And it was brilliant. Fantastic.
You never asked me, actually, what I do. You said Gordon.
Oh, yeah, John.
Yeah, Gordon sacked.
Yeah.
I went to work for my dad, who was an accountant, and I got sacked. I used to write songs.
There's a common theme here.
I used to write songs in the toilet. Yeah, and one day he called me in the office. He went, "It's not working, is it?" Yeah.
But you also act as hosts for some of these corporate gigs as well, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we do loads. I mean, we were sort of doing celebrity parties here. We was doing Rod Stewart's parties, and we did this great one. We did Simon Cowell's brother's wedding.
Oh, yeah, that was in Ibiza.
In Ibiza, he flew us out to do his wedding. It's a great little bit. We did this great wedding. It was brilliant wedding. And then, so we've sung it. We've done all the soul stuff. We've done all Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, did these great songs. And they said, "Look, you were absolutely brilliant. You've made the wedding. Do you want to come to lunch tomorrow?" So we said, "Yeah, great." On the beach with Simon Cowell, his mum, and the agent said it's gonna be great. And we said, "Yeah, lovely." So we're there, and so this John kept saying to the agent, he said, "Right, if I have a bit of that," he said, "Have what you like. Have what you like,
Big Baby. Big Baby.
Kept calling him Big Baby. Have what you like, Big Baby." So they bring up some wine. It's all right if we have some of this. Have what you like, Big Baby. Simon Cowell's going,
lobster.
Lobster, we're eating everything. So this goes on for about 5 hours. Then Simon Cowell leaves, and he's, "Oh, it's great. We see it. Great, thanks." Nicholas leaves, the mum leaves, 2 DJs leave. It's just me, John, and our sound guy and the agent. He said, and we suddenly got the calculator out.
Divvy up the check.
They divvy up the check, and he went, "All right." He said, "We're going to pay for Simon and his family. You're right, Big Baby. You're right with that."
We've done our wages.
That was our wages. That was our fee. We just give it back to him.
We did some Steve Redgrave. That was good. Steve Redgrave. Yeah, that was good. That was great.
We did. Steve Redgrave used to fly us out to do the 5 gold charities in La Manga.
I used to have breakfast with him, and I used to have egg down my top.
You're still having fun doing this, aren't you?
Oh God, yeah.
That's the main part.
I tell you what, it's better than growing up. I'm still a kid. It's great. It keeps you young.
I'm guessing lockdown must have been a nightmare.
Horrible.
No gigs, no events.
That was the worst bit. I think we obviously we just lost a radio show with Love Sport. Kelvin closed the station.
Yeah.
He tried to keep it going, but I think we survived about 2 months, and then but for us as performers, like we say, we performed at Spurs yesterday. We did the Spurs Arsenal.
But we were luckier than a lot of people. Though,
yeah, we were. Yeah, because
some people had it really bad.
Not so much the money, not so much what you weren't earning. It's just the fact of getting out and performing in front of people. That 18 months of nothing
and making people laugh. I guess.
And I think we're still struggling. You know, as a nation, as the world.
We're not back to normal, are we?
No way. No.
We're not back to normal.
I got in a cab coming here, and he's still got the visor up in the back.
Yeah.
With the thing. It's like I got in and I thought.
Yeah, but that's because you got in it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, he knew it was you.
He knew it was me, didn't he? No, but you know what? I don't like it. And all the masks, and the people are still so scared. And I don't think we're going to.
Well, I mean, look at the advertising campaign the government ran. You know, could you look into their eyes and all this stuff? I mean,
that was awful.
It was pretty full-on stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Got to ask you. I mean, football obviously opened the door.
Yes.
To all of this for you guys. Are you big soccer fans?
Well, I got sacked from Love Sport for not being a sports fan. But I do love... I'm a Spurs fan, and that's not good at the moment.
How was that yesterday?
No, it was not good.
It's not good for me, because I'm a West Ham fan.
It's even worse.
So it's really bad. But it's not... I think that we were a bit lucky in the fact that because we wrote the songs about football... In fact, we didn't even... We used to do Hawksby and Jacobs show on Talk Sport, and it was Andy Jacobs said, "Could you write a song about Sven?"
Yeah, Andy Jacobs kicked it all off.
And do you know what? We'd written this song about Sven, and we sort of put it away for a little while, and then we got this gig doing our own show at the Eve Club in Regent Street, and our first night, Robbie Williams turns up to watch us.
Yeah.
Because he'd heard about us. He'd heard about these 2 singers. We were doing like sort of big band stuff. We were doing Mac the Knife and That's Life and stuff. So he said he wanted to come and see us. So he turns up. Jimmy Carr, we thought we'd get as a comedian.
Penny Lancaster was the photographer.
Penny Lancaster was our photographer.
Yeah.
And we got Jimmy. We paid Jimmy 60 quid.
60 quid, Jimmy Carr. He wouldn't take that now.
He wouldn't take that. No. And do you know what? It was such a great night. And there was a guy at Capital Radio came to see us, the boss there, and he said, "I'll just there's something about you two. I really want you to come and do something at Capitol. And he said, could you write some songs for Tarrant's show? We said,
well, we've already got one.
We've got one. We're going to Marbella this week to do some gigs. And
Tarrant started playing it.
He said, have that, and that was
I tell you what, I think the lesson, actually, folks, about these two is don't be shy.
No.
Give it a go, and you never know what might happen. Is that a reasonable?
That's absolutely true. And in this business, tomorrow is, you never know what's going to happen. That's the great thing about it. Yeah. That's what I love about doing it. Is the Dubai gigs come up. It's exciting.
Yeah. Well, it's been peaks and troughs because
of course.
Listen, top of the pops is your pinnacle. We're standing there, Shakira over there, David Bowie over there, Will Young there, and there's me and him going, what are we doing here?
Dear. A couple of lads from Essex. I tell you, what can you say other than thank you for coming on?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.